This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon update for Thursday, October the 16th, 2014. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joy St. John says the construction of the isolation unit at the Enmore Health Center poses no threat to schools, businesses and communities in the surrounding environs. She, however, admits that the Ministry of Health is aware of concerns being raised and it is already addressing those matters with the relevant parties. She outlined how the isolation center will function at the news conference yesterday.
So isolation always goes along with symptoms and signs, suspected disease or confirmed disease. Quarantine goes along with contact but no symptoms and signs. So the difference between isolation and quarantine explains why the isolation center, and notice I'm not saying Ebola, I'm saying isolation, because there are other dangerous infectious diseases that really should not be going into our one acute care hospital that could also be treated in a facility such as the isolation center. So that's why the siting of the isolation center close to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, because it is high level intensive care treatment and demanding a level of skill and coverage of highly trained personnel.
Meanwhile, officials from the Ministry of Health will be meeting this evening with the Parent-Teacher Association of the Ursuline Convent to address their concerns over the location of the infectious diseases isolation unit near the school. In other news now, payday is coming for disgruntled Transport Board workers who in recent weeks have been demanding their severance money. This morning, General Manager Sandra Ford said the Transport Board was now in a position to pay the outstanding money.
I want to apologize for the length of time this process has taken. I felt their pain and was in regular contact with the relevant agencies to ensure that they receive their outstanding monies as soon as possible. I want to thank them for their patience and advise them that the HR department will be contacting them on Monday, October the 20th to finalize this outstanding matter. And I want to wish them well in their future endeavors.
Meantime, fresh demands from striking workers at the United Commercial Auto Works Limited, or UCAL, as they remained off the job for a fourth straight day today. Following talks between workers and the company's deputy chairman yesterday, UCAL signaled it will be asking the Transport Board to commit to a deadline to pay up to $3.7 million and guarantee more work for employees. Meanwhile, company director and shop steward Richard Newton confirmed that the workers were paid their wages yesterday. But he says the $3.7 million was needed to cover UCAL's overdraft and outstanding back pay owed to workers since 2007. Newton said the money will also keep the company running until March next year when the financial year ends. An apparent staff shortage at the Customs Department is causing headaches for a local distributor. Managing Director of Armstrong Agencies, Andy Armstrong, says the situation has created a backlog which is preventing his company and other businesses from clearing containers at the Bridgetown port. The situation, he says, has also cost his business significant financial losses in the region of $50,000 within the last 3 weeks alone. And he's suggesting that customs officials do more risk analysis instead of primary inspection on the majority of containers at the port to ease the situation. In sports is expected to be a major sporting spectacle when the 2014 Barbados Open Water Festival gets underway at Carlisle Bay on November the 2nd. And event director Zari Evelyn tells Barbados Today that organizers will ensure that the sport is one of the top tourism events in the country. About 250 swimmers from all over the world will participate in the spectacle, with Barbados fielding approximately 100 open water swimmers.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Met officials at the Miami-based National Hurricane Center have told Bermudans to rush preparations to protect life and property. This as Hurricane Gonzalo, which is currently located 485 miles south-southwest of the country, inches closer. Officials say the Category 4 system, packing 145 miles per hour winds, has gotten a little stronger in the last few hours. It is expected to affect the island for 27 hours, beginning about 9 o'clock tonight. The hurricane is expected to be accompanied by powerful gusty winds, heavy showers that should dump up to 6 inches of rain along with flooding as it closes in. Further afield, the World Health Organization is confident that the Western world will prevent an Ebola outbreak, despite the new cases being recorded. The US and Spain have recorded a few cases of the disease, causing international fears that the virus will spread quickly. The WHO admits that the introduction of Ebola to these countries was of serious concern, but officials believe strong health systems in North America and Western Europe will prevent any major outbreak, similar to what's being experienced in West Africa. That's our Barbados Today afternoon update. We'll be back again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.